Hello folks, how are you? My name is Jim Kerr. I'm on the interwebs here tonight to talk about the Farmers Protest Canada that's happening this weekend, November 22nd. Looks like some of the servers and stuff are blocking the website address, which is farmersprotestcanada.com. But if you go there, check it out, see if it's working. You should be able to submit a location if you've got a flyer, be able to get a flyer. Teresa Joy has offered to help with any flyers. If you guys are making flyers, you have a location that you're starting from, a time, a location, a destination, about the amount of people that you have going, and a quick description of it. Teresa Joy will make you up a poster, and you can get that poster submitted to farmersprotestcanada.com. It's kind of cool to be a little piece of this puzzle. One of the coolest things about this protest thing that's happening right now is it's happening by itself. There's no central nothing. People are making their own posters. They're creating their own routes. People are like, oh, is there a route in my area? Oh, there isn't? Okay, I'll make one. And then other people are joining that. And it is the most grassroots, organic, coolest thing I've seen in a long time. I'm very, very pumped to see you all out this Saturday. Why should you go out this Saturday? Well, I don't know. If you're offended by the idea that you are not going to be able to tell the difference between clone meat and real meat in your grocery stores, I want you to thank a local CFIA office near you. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Yeah, guess who's responsible for the meat and the food? It's the same guys who slaughtered over 300 birds while the family was begging them not to and the world was begging them not to. The U.S., their biggest trading partner, was begging them not to. They went in and killed them all, and you've seen it. And now this has gotten all over the world, and the world's getting kind of pissed off. You see, the thing that's interesting is that this movement that's happening right now is not only grassroots, but it is not political in nature whatsoever. It has nothing to do with conservative, liberal, NDP, Green Party. Purple Party, for that matter. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's a bunch of regular Joe citizens who just saw an atrocity unfold in front of their eyes by a so-called legitimate government agency. That's not legitimate. There's nothing legitimate about it. As a matter of fact, they are not even a Canadian entity. You realize all of these rules are being passed down by who? The World Health Organization. Okay, through WOA, which is the World Organization for Animal Health, who came up with the Animal Health Act, which is also the act that I've been charged under. As a matter of fact, Katie and her mom were charged under it as well. And as much as people might think that Katie and her mom are off, I don't think they are. I don't think their charges were put aside at all. I think you'll have to follow up on that story, but I have credible information to tell me that those charges still stand, as a matter of fact, as do mine. December 18th in Vernon. Section 35 of the Animal Health Act. Interfering with an officer, somehow feeding the birds or something. I don't freaking get it. Okay? But, here's another thing I want to address. Feeding the birds. A lot of you graciously were giving me titles like hero and such. No, man. You would have done the exact same thing. You see a hungry bird, you feed it. The only reason those actions were considered in some way heroic was because many of you are afraid of the police. You're afraid that they're going to get you or something. Well, no, they're not. They got jobs to do. They follow their orders. They don't know all of the Orwellianness behind all this stuff. They're just trying to get ahead. They're trying to make a living. And they're listening to friggin' orders. Just doing my job, sir. Just doing my job, sir. Well, it's not good enough anymore. Regular Canadians have had enough and they're hitting the streets. I don't care whether we're slow rolling on November 22nd, whether you're hitting an overpass with signs, bigger signs the better, smaller signs are not as effective, or whether you're going to do a slow roll from one community to the next. Maybe you'll be attending Ottawa. Maybe you'll be attending any of the legislature buildings all across Canada. Maybe you'll be attending some of the CFIA offices. There are many, many places that people will be this Saturday, November 22nd. However, if you are behind a screen watching this, you are missing the boat. Here's what I would suggest you do. Get out there, bring your screen with you, and start recording it. Show the rest of the world. Okay, I have a challenge for you. How about any of you people who go live for the first time talking about government overreach here in Canada? I will personally, provided it's not, provided it's not pushing hate or whatever. If you tag me in that, you say, this is my very first live video, and I want to talk either about the farmers' protest, what happened at the Ostrich farm, or government overreach, I will share that out for you. and we'll get that message out there. It takes all of us, every single one of us. There's not one of us is more important than another, and each one is as important as the next. So let's take care of one another. Let's look out for each other. Canadians, okay, 22nd, this Saturday on the 22nd. Now, here's the good part. People say, well, what's it going to accomplish? What's it going to do? Why are you going out there? People won't really understand or they won't care. Well, you know what? First part to caring and understanding is knowing. So, awareness. Number one reason why we're going out. Make people aware of the government overreach and how it's going to impact their dinner table, because that's what's happening, folks. You see, it's getting to the point now where it's actually the flames of this whatever ugliness it is starting to lick at the backsides of regular folk. You're starting to see it in your grocery bills. You're going to get cloned meat. You're not going to be told. There's not going to be a label on it, so you have a choice. No, CFA doesn't think it's necessary, so why would you? Folks, these changes are all happening without the will of the people. So as soon as the will of the people is made known, there's changes that get made. So, people, if you are willing and able, come on out and support this Saturday. Now, where's it going to go from there? What's going to be the big thing that we do? How are we going to change it all? Well, we ain't going to change it all overnight, but I'll tell you, we'll change it on an ongoing basis. So what I'm proposing is that on the 22nd of every month, we go out and we make our voices known. Now, I'm not sure what the messaging is. I'm not an organizer. I'm nothing. I'm just making suggestions. But I'll tell you something. Consistent effort over a period of time is what gets us results. So this is the first time, the 22nd in November, where we're having the Farmers Protest Canada. We're all going to be attending that. I hope you do too. 22nd of December. I'm not sure what that is yet. I'm sure the people will speak and they'll determine what that is. And then the 22nd of January. Yeah, you know what that was, right? That was the beginning of the Freedom Convoy 2022. So the 22nd looks like a go-to. Guess we know what that one's about. Folks, all it takes is some effort. Get out of your comfort zone now. If you believe this is a war, then you have to take action now, because it's not getting better. You understand the clutches are coming more and more around the neck of regular Canadians every single day? You feel it. I know you feel it. It's like, what is that? Oh, well, I'll tell you what it is. It's a government that's gone out of control, who's using your tax dollars to enslave you and to pump so much fear into you that you don't come back from it. Well, folks, there's nothing to be afraid of. Matter of fact, I hope there's a lot of police there, and I hope they're all just driving along with us, because you have nothing to be afraid of if you're following the law and you're being peaceful, okay? And that's the whole thing. We're following the law, and we're going to be peaceful. I'll tell you, liaisons who reach out to the different people, I don't buy them because I know they're bought for, right? The police pay them. They are police with nice outfits that don't look as scary as the other outfits to try to get people to back down before the goons got to come in and do whatever they're going to do anyway, right? Liaisons. There's a good reason to speak to the liaisons. First thing, if you're going out this Saturday, please know the law. Please follow the law. Please stay in one lane, allow for emergency vehicles. Don't stop. Don't block things off. Just keep on going on your merry way. Okay? Number one. And if you're following the law, okay, there's no reason for them to give you a hard time. The liaisons, there is a good reason to reach out to the liaisons. If there are bad actors, this happens. It's funny, whenever something good happens, there's somebody in there just wanting to screw it up, make something difficult for somebody else. So if you see somebody who's a bad actor, or somebody that you just don't think is, operating in the way that you think is reasonable, then what I would suggest is if you have the capacity, approach that person individually. If not, bring another couple people to approach that person. And if it doesn't work then you can call your liaison and say, hey, there's a guy here causing problems. Okay? That's the reason to speak to the police. Unless you're guilty of doing something wrong, then you kind of got to have a choice. You don't have a choice. But if you're not doing anything wrong, you are peacefully protesting on the streets of what is supposedly free Canada. You can't get the news out there, though, in Canada. Canadians aren't allowed to hear Canadian news. Does that make any sense, folks? Any sense at all? We're in cages, folks, and we don't see them. They're invisible cages, and they're going to get visible soon unless we break the hell out of them and show them what's up. So, farmersprotestcanada.com. This weekend, we're going to be out on the streets, all of us, all over this fine country, in every single province. I don't know about Nunavut. I haven't seen anything from Nunavut, and I can't say I've seen anything from the Northwest Territories, but every other province is represented. I think there is something like about 30 posters out there right now. There are no organizers. They're just participants and pieces of the puzzle. So let's put this puzzle together. Let's kick some good old Canadian butt. All right? All right, I love you. Please share it out. I look forward to talking to you on a daily leading up to it. And on the day, of course, I think we may be mobilizing the bubble bus. We will most certainly be at Queen's Park very early on Saturday morning to welcome all of the people that are coming in from the north, west, and east. Yeah, it'll be good to see you all. And we love you. And we'll see you later. Thanks.
They don't know the love that's involved, man. They're my family. Every kid that ever played for me, they're my family.
Y'all ever heard that story, David and Goliath? We are David today, y'all understand?
Yes,